This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. I like to think of pedal boards as a costly addiction that hopefully won't kill you unless a shipment of Boss DS1s falls on you from the back of a lorry. I was watching a couple of videos last night, and also Chris, my friend, sent a paper talking about, I don't know, the pedal advertising kind of space on YouTube. And I was thinking, is it possible to make a pedal board for less than £100? And I sort of racked my brains over this for a little bit and kind of looked through the cupboard and looked at what I've got. I've come up with 3 pedals that I think can get us close to that £100 mark. But the point to make is that even so, you've got loads of other little kind of peripherals that you need to buy if you're going to start going down this pedal board route. My first pedal when I was growing up was a Boss Multi-Effects, and I honestly do think that now more than ever, the argument for the multi-effect is stronger, I think, especially if people are thinking about doing things on a budget. That might be what I would actually recommend. But here are 3 pedals that I found in my room that I think can get you a fair way for the money. Not a golf pun. But yeah, I think a drive pedal, something that can do delay or reverb, and a looper would be my choices. Now, aside from that, you maybe would want another drive pedal or a drive pedal that can do 2 things. So something like the Boss Turbo Overdrive might be a good shout, but I don't think I was able to come in underneath the £100 limit. Let me know your choices if you've got any in the comments for kind of really budget pedals that could do the job. Cheers. Oh, that was another thing. I was having a conversation the other day and someone said, you know, I used to use Boss pedals, and then, you know, I found out there were other kind of better pedals, and it made me pause for a second and kind of think, are there? Like, so let me know your thoughts on that. There's different pedals for sure, but, you know, if Ingrid Malmsteen's got a board full of Boss pedals, The Edge has a board with Boss pedals on it, Steve Vai has. I know there are other more expensive pedals, but are they better? Okay, so I've made 3 choices here about pedals that I think might be worth considering if you were trying to do something for under £300. 300? I said 100, didn't I? £100. So this you can get for £30 at the moment. This is a clone of a Free the Tone pedal based on a Tube Screamer-ish with some tweaks, but it sounds more expensive than it is. So we got gain here, and obviously you can do and filter is essentially a tone knob. As we turn it up, we're going to get a bit more brightness, etc, etc. So what we can get out of it essentially is like some really nice Stevie Ray Vaughan-ish kind of tones. I think it's a really great sounding pedal for the money. There's not a whole, well, actually, to be fair, there is quite a lot of choice for drive pedals in this kind of price. If you look at K-Line Pure Sky, that's a clone of a Timmy. You've got a bunch of options like the Mosky Golden Horse, clones and stuff like that. I'd suggest that maybe you could put together a little board with a Steel Singer and maybe a Mosky Horse clone, something like that, or I think Nuex make a Horseman as well, and you could probably have quite a good time with that. Now, the next thing that is not so usual, even in more expensive pedals, is to have both reverb and delay in a pedal. And this is the Amoon Pockverb. I paid £36 for this many years ago. I think you can still get them. I'm not exactly sure what the going price is though. But essentially we've got a delay and we've got reverb. We can have them both on together if we like, but we've also got, which is really useful, if we hold in here, a tap tempo. So okay, and so if we hold this bottom one here, delay and reverb, you should hopefully hear. So yeah, some options for reverb if we listen to them. Was that low bit? Reverse. I don't know if they're the best sounding reverbs ever. But if we needed a spring, and then if I go down to reverb and delay, I think we can have both going on then. I'll go to the reverb and turn the mix down, I think. But yeah, to be able to do tap, delay and have reverb and delay, you know, or, you know, flick the switch up and you can have just delay. So let's put this on to reverse. What does this sound like? You know, plenty of usable tones in there. And certainly for the money, you're getting something, I think, quite reasonable. Try this tape. Yeah, super reasonable. Right, let's put delay and reverb on. So I'm liking that. I don't know, will this save that if I get rid of this and plug it back in again? Is it going to come back with the same thing that it last had? So that for me, I feel like could be a really useful pedal, especially for the money. It's not easy to find delay and reverb pedals together that actually could work in a way, and you know, that have tap tempo as well. So that's pretty big. The Ditto is a pedal that you can find online for about £45 most days of the week. So altogether, I think this would just about break the threshold of £100. But there are pedals made by Legato, I don't know if they make good stuff or not, that also have a tuner built in, so that might be what I'd look for. But to be able to have a looper as well, we could do some really fun things with just these pedals. I think we can try at least. So those I think would be my choices, but the thing to bear in mind also is that this is barely, I don't know, I don't think this even would get underneath the £100 limit. And bear in mind that these things as well cost money, as well as you need something to actually power your pedal devices. The first thing I did when I bought pedals growing up was buy like a daisy chain device. Those just cause noise. This is a Harley Benton Power Plant ISO 2 Pro. This does the job perfectly well for me, but obviously you could spend hundreds of pounds on just the power supply. The actual pedal board itself, you could spend, you know, £50 or more on that. And these individual pedals like £30, £36 and about £45. Even these three, as cheap as they are, don't really get us a lot for our money. When you consider you could buy something like a Boss GT1 for a little bit more, probably cheaper than the overall kind of cost of this if you factor in the power plant and if you factored in a little pedal board, or something like the Nuex MG30, or, you know, if you make a few other choices, something like the HX Stomp or the HX Effects. For me, I'd find it difficult to sit here and tell you that I think pedals are an ideal choice for any modern guitarist. And also bear in mind that I've had to plug into Scuffum to record this, Whereas if I'd used a standalone multi-effect, a lot of those tend to have their own amp models and stuff, and you can record direct with them. I think pedals, even cheap ones, kind of end up being a little bit expensive when compared to what you could get from Newx, for example, in their multi-effects. Leave a comment below if you are a pedal junkie. Also leave comments for pedals that you think are cheap and can do a lot for the money. I'd be interested to know your thoughts on that. Have you been able to give up the pedal addiction, or are you still in the throes of it? I'd be interested to know your thoughts. These are just some pedals that I thought, actually, for the money, you're getting quite a lot relative to some other options. So that was like the three kind of cheapest pedals that I thought I could get the most of in the house. So I wanted to just share that as an idea with you, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know those. Catch you in another video soon. Cheers.